I'm KB with The Beat. How are you?
Hey, Cam, good. Thank you.
I loved seeing a Black engineer on screen who was also very vulnerable and emotionally mature. So, can you talk about, as an actor, what was it about Michael's journey and story that really drew you to this role? And also, how did stepping into Michael's shoes really help elevate your craft?
Stepping into Michael's shoes, what was important to me, what I loved, and I love that you said a Black engineer, but what I love even more is that we never ever spoke about that. He was just an engineer. He was just a Black guy who was an engineer. And it wasn't like, oh, this Black engineer is on the ship. It was just, no, Michael's on the ship, which was very exciting for me. And that was very refreshing for me. And that was something that really got me going because, as you know, KB, we don't get to see that very often in cinema. Number two, how this elevated, my game is working opposite those incredible actors like Anna Kendrick, Toni Collette, and Daniel Day Kim, who just are older than me, have more experience than me in the game. And I was newer at the time. So for me, it was a master class to sit next to those incredible artists and to see their process and how they worked and how they dealt with the elements at B. And they're definitely, that for me is like, playing tennis at the highest level with some heavyweights. And that was really exciting for me at the time.
I love that. I love that. So, can you talk a little bit also just about the physicality of shooting this film? Because, there is a lot of physical movement and things that happen in space, but also I can imagine just as an actor having not only to portray that physicality in such a way that also conveys emotion. Talk a little bit about juggling both of those things in this story.
We were filming in very small quarters. That was a real ship. That was a real ship that they built in Germany for us. And I'm a fairly big guy, I'm a 6'2", 220. And to be in a space like that was very difficult. I was actually bumping my head. I was actually hitting my shoulders, my elbows, but it helped. It was great. So every time that you saw, me uncomfortable, I was crunched over, hunched over. That was like the real deal. That wasn't any acting. That was real life, which helped my process. I didn't go through any really space boot camps or anything like that, but I did my own research. And I watched a lot of Guillaume Belford, the first African-American astronaut, and really understanding his experience and looking at what he did. And I actually slept in the compartment where they discovered Michael.
Oh, really?
I slept there every morning. So I was there every single morning just to really get that feeling of being claustrophobic and being in a tight space before I showed up to set every day. So I definitely needed physiotherapy after I wrapped the show, to be honest with you.
You definitely had to build them for physical therapy and massages probably after, just to try to get back to how you used to be, I'm sure.
Big facts. Big facts.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with The Beat. I cannot wait for everyone to see this film, and have a great day.
You too. Have a great day, KB. Thank you.
Thank you.